We're coming up with some new stains. I tasked Thomas, our head of finishing, with coming up with a new...
like stain, like how you stain your pants?
No, not anymore.
No?
A couple of years passed now.
That was last week, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
You got your booster
That was
shot, and then
that was the vaccine shot.
you had to go home because you were going to shit your pants.
It felt that way, but I didn't.
You didn't actually shit your pants?
I did not. So let's talk about, this is kind of the one that I ordered from you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how you made this. Because I wanted something a little more kind of antique-y, kind of tavern feel, right?
Yeah. So this came out, we had a lot of red oak in the shop. We were running some red oak screens, which we normally don't do or have. And so we had Sunburst, and you said, hey, Sunburst is doing decently well. And so I took Sunburst and I ran with it. And I requested from milling one of our older sculpts, and that would be Castle. And I had the goal of making it look like it was a relic from the early days of D&D, like the 80s or so, that had been kind of like passed down and well loved. So you have the Sunburst tone, and then you have like little spots here in weathering in the high spots on the sculpt. So stained it, oil washed it, back sanded it, and then blended it back with denatured alcohol. And you can also see what it looks like here on maple, just a little color swatch or sample. So,
Right, this is red oak. We wouldn't offer this probably on red oak,
yeah,
right?
I like the look of it on red oak.
I do too.
So,
That's pretty killer.
Yep.
And then you went overboard, above and beyond the call,
yep.
and came up with some more.
So this one has actually been seen before by Unleashed viewers. This was in the Pam Sledger episode when I did the screen for my sister and her stepfather. So this is the swatch on maple right there, and the screen's maple as well. But the whole idea of this screen, and the working title is Wild Magic. We're still working out Prism or some other names.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
We should have our Unleashed viewers, all 7 of them, vote on names for these.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, in the comments?
In the comments, yeah, vote on,
name.
come up with names, suggest names.
So the reason I call it Wild Magic, and you kind of like see it in the different colorations and all the mid-tones, like that's the goal of this screen, is to create mid-tones throughout the stain. So you start with a base of teal or azul, and then you go over that with different colors and layer them to make mid-tones of purples, dark reds, blues, all in just a chaotic pattern. There's no kind of standard right way to do this screen, as long as you end up with the tones almost like an iridescent oil spill.
This is a callback to something we came up with in the old shop that we called the Dragon Scale finish, and we launched it and then had a lot of problems with consistency. A lot of the stains wouldn't take into the leopard wood, and then they'd actually come off. But this is old school finishing when we used to do poly. So once we stopped doing poly and are now on a catalyzed lacquer, this finish will actually adhere under the catalyzed lacquer, because our catalyzed lacquer sticks to everything, which is fantastic. So we're thinking about kind of reintroducing slowly the Dragon Scale finishes that we used to do.
Yep. And so this is the last and final option. This is Eldritch Corruption.
That sounds a lot like what Mike did in his pants after he got the shot.
Just
It was
keep going back.
Eldritch Corruption in our shared office.
Oh, the smell out of space. Sorry. Okay. All right. I'm totally fired. Anyways, I put this on leopard wood because it's my favorite out of all of it. But we do have it on maple to see what it'll look like, and it's just kind of meant to be more in the dark green space, because we do have our standard green, but we don't normally have like an evil green. And so many of our stainers, when I go over there, they're doing like they have like these nuclear glowing greens, they have these awesome greens, but we don't have a standard option for it. I have designed them. I've designed Eldritch Corruption to be a striped finish. So it starts with amber going down the center of the screen, fading out, and you can actually see it more better on the swatch tile, fading to this dark green, and then it's washed with ebony. And so that is meant more or less to make it easily replicatable. Wild Magic is more chaotic as far as it goes. So this is something where you can give someone the colors, tell them the orders in which the colors that are supposed to be applied, and then tell them go wild. This one is meant to be flexible to the sculpt, where you kind of use the edges to highlight the features, and then on the high spots on the sculpt, you go and you sand away everything after the oil wash and then reblend it. So that's one that's gonna highlight your sculpts instead of your flats.
Good, great job, man. All viewers, let's get your comments in the comment section below. Let us know which one you like. We're thinking about offering 1 or 2 of these. We need names, and we want to know which one you'd like to see offered. Or if the answer is 0, let us know what you do want to see.
Yes.
Remember last time you were on Unleashed? We threw that snowball at you?
Oh, this is gonna be a thing, isn't it?
No, it's spring. There's no snow.
Yeah.
I got this.
Congratulations, Thomas. I'm making woodworker.
Yeah!
Thank you.
Speech!
I just wanted to film this for you, Grampy, and for Ma, because you're the reason I went into the trades. So thank you.
Oh,
So, and I hope this makes your pandemic a little brighter to see me succeeding out here. So thanks, guys.
Will you be my grandpa?
Thanks for loaning us, Thomas.
Always use a large size miniature to represent your character. Even if they're small, this will show your importance in the party.